Hi, my name is Piluso and I hope you're doing very well. Today we're going to be checking out the Tone Master Pro, that is the new pedal board from Fender. We're going to be talking about its features, but mainly I want to show you how I integrated this to my setup and how I connected different analog pedals to it, my expression pedals, different kind of amp, and used it mainly like an interface. I think that's really cool to use it that way and to integrate everything you got in your studio. It's not your conventional video where you're going to be checking out the different presets, because there are thousands of videos already published on YouTube showing the different presets of this pedal board. And so I'm going to show you how to create your own, how to save them, how to layer your different pedals on this pedal board, how to use the song and playlist feature, how to record, and much more. And I'm also going to talk about what I like and what I don't like. So first of all, I want to talk to you about the features of this pedal board and what it offers. So it offers more than 100 modeled amplifiers and effects, more than 6,000 impulse responses. You can also add your own impulse responses. It has a 7-inch touchscreen with song mode and playlist mode. It has a looper and it has 4 effects loops that is really cool for integrating your favorite pedals. It has instrument and XLR microphone inputs. It has 10-foot switch in the front that you can also turn to modify different parameters. You have a tone control app for your computer where you can edit, share and download different presets. It has Bluetooth, so you can use it, for instance, to jam with a YouTube track directly from your phone. You have headphone outputs, plus lots of different inputs and outputs on the back. You have 4 different outputs, for instance. It's compatible with a Mission Engineering SP1 TMP as an expression pedal, so you can control different effects. But you can also use a cheaper version, like any kind of MIDI expression pedal. And it's lighter than 9 pounds. So I'm going to show you now how I integrated all my pedals and amplifiers to this. So let's start building a sound from scratch using I have my pedals connected to the effects loop in the back. I'm also going to connect an expression pedal, and also I'm going to use an analog real amp that is actually a tape machine transformed into an amplifier. It's made of 4 tubes and it's from 1951. So I'm going to first of all try with the amps that come in here, and then I'm going to swap it for my real amp. We're going to try different cabs and stuff. So this is going to be very interesting. So the first thing we need to do is add a block right here in the middle. We can choose different combo amps. We have all the classic Fenders. We have Vox, Marshall, and EVH, and some other ones. And then we can choose, for instance, a half stack. We can choose amp heads. We can also choose different cabinets. We have lots to choose from. And then we have effects, mainly stomp boxes. So we have all the classic pedals that we all know. So we have boost, chorus, vibrato, flanger, phaser, tremolo, rotary, delays. So we have, for instance, the Memory Man, we have the Space Echo, and we have different kinds of reverbs. We have lots of different types to choose from. Also lots of different kinds of like shimmery reverbs, like the Cloud, the Celestial, the Nebula, and the Shimmer. Then we have different pitch pedals that are really cool. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to choose a little combo amp. For instance, Twin Reverb. So this is a clean sound. It has a little bit of reverb. So let's press confirm, and now I can press on the amplifier and I can change whatever settings I want. I can do it with my hand and use a touch screen, so lots of reverb. Or for instance, I can use the pedal board, all the foot switches you can actually turn, so I can bring the reverb absolutely down if I want, because I actually have a spring reverb right here. So here I have a clean sound. So let's start by adding real pedals to this chain, and then we can add some digital ones as well. So let's add a block. I'm going to add this pedal that is called Jaminabox. That's a guitar pedal that is like a preamp that emulates a Fender type or a Marshall, whatever you want. I have it in Fender mode now, and I have it connected to effect loop number 1. So let's choose that. if I turn it off. Now I'm going to add a little bit of spring reverb towards the end, and I'm going to add a different block, and I want to have it after the amp, so I'm going to select that, and I'm going to go to effects loop, and this one I have it connected to effect loop number 3. So let's confirm that, and now so that's a very nice clean sound. Now let's add the plus pedal at the beginning. So I'm going to have right here, I'm going to go into effects loop, and now I'm going to choose effects loop number 2, and listen to what this does. I can do a chord. If I want to add a delay, I can actually add the different delays, like let's add a little space echo. There we go. If I turn off the analog effects, for instance, I can click on this, turn it off, and then I can go to this one, turn it off, and this sounded like this without only using the digital things. So a big difference. Of course, you can try to emulate those pedals as well. Yep. So let's add a little bit of shimmer, just make it a little bit more interesting. I can put it towards the end. Let's go into reverb, and I can choose, for instance, let's go to Nebula. Let's select it, and now let's change some stuff. I can change it from here. I can diffuse it more, all the way up. Let's bring down the mix quite a lot. I just want a little bit. So now let's swap this amp for my real amp. So I'm going to click on this and put replace. And now I'm going to go into effects loop, and this is number 4. So now that I have the amp, that's number 4 right here, the blue one. So right after the effect loop number 4, I'm going to add a volume pedal, so I can actually lower down the volume coming in from the amp, so it doesn't clip the output. And let's go into dynamics. Volume pedal, there you go. Let's bring it down. So now I can have my real amp. So that's really cool, but it's actually a bit mosquito sounding. So let's add a cab simulator after the volume pedal. And now let's go into just cabinets, and let's choose one. I don't know, let's choose a greenback. So that makes a real difference. So that's very, very interesting. So I want to do one more thing, that is to add my expression pedal. And I want to add a wah-wah. So let's add a different block, and let's put it before the amplifier. And let's choose effects. Let's go into filter and pitch, custom wah, and now I'm going to choose expression assign, expression 1, wah wah, confirm, and I'm going to choose the position. So that means that whenever I move my pedal, it's going to move actually the knob. So I'm going to first try it like in a slower mode, and if we go back now and we open the wah wah, we can see that if I move my guitar pedal, it will move here. So before we have a little listen, I'm going to just assign all of these pedals to my pedal board. And so I'm going to press on FS mode, And now everything is empty. So I'm going to put foot switch assign. I'm going to choose first one on off. And I'm going to turn on and off my guitar pedal over here. Confirm, and I can just write the name of the pedal. So jam in box, done. And I can actually change the color to yellow like the pedal. I can then choose on off as well. I'm not really going to change my amp, so I'm going to turn on and off my wah-wah. I'm going to turn on and off my cab. If I turn it off, I'll hear without the cab. That's good for like industrial sounds. Let's turn it on. Turn off my pedals from here. That's only wah. So that's really, really cool. So now next mode, that would be to save this preset. So this very, very easy. So I'm just going to hit on save, choose an empty slot. I'm going to change the name. This is like a tablet, so it's really easy. So I'm going to put Louis Fender plus amp. There we go. Save. Now I have like a quite dry sound, just a rock and roll sound. And I could actually add a noise gate right after the amp. So let's do that. I'm going to show you now a really cool feature for taking this live, and you can actually make a song or a playlist. So I'm going to hit save again just to have everything there. There we go. List view, I'm going to choose songs, and now I'm going to add a new song. There we go. New song is called Love My Amp. And inside of this song, I'm going to choose, first of all, for the verse, I'm going to choose Louis Fender plus amp. That's what we chose before. And label, we're going to choose verse, for instance. And now if we go into the preset view, I can, for instance, turn the wah wah on and the space delay, for instance. I can have that for a solo, so I'm just going to save that as solo, and I'm going to add it to a different empty slot. Save. That's it. So now I go back to list view, and I'm going into my song. I'm going to choose amp solo. There you go. Label solo. Done. So now if I FS mode, I can actually choose from like my verse guitar and my solo. And I can change songs just switching between these two. So my final thoughts on this pedal board is that it is really cool for integrating lots of different amps and pedals into your circuit. I have a few of these amplifiers that are actually tape machines transformed into amps, and lots of them don't have like a master control or knob for that, so it's really nice to have it in here, and I can pass it through different noise gates and different cabinets and different emulations and stuff and IRs, and that saves me from clipping the input of my recording interface. So I'm really happy with that. I wish at some point they will add the different kind of things that, for instance, Kemper has, of being able to copy an amplifier, or other brands that allow you to copy a pedal or things like that. I really like that. I think if they do that, this pedal board would be infinite times better. I was not such a big fan of the presets that came with the pedal board. Lots of them sounded a little bit muddy and with a low end that was not very clear. But I think that if you do your own presets and you integrate some of your pedals and stuff, it's a great sounding pedalboard and interface, and I don't know, I'm very happy with it. Of course, I'm going to leave affiliate links below so you can go and check it out. It helps support the channel. I'm going to show you something really cool before we go. This pedalboard works as an interface, so it has 4 channels, input and output, and what I'm doing is through the USB-C I'm recording the audio, and I actually used a technique that I'll leave here in this video that you can use to some different audio interfaces. So actually I added this to my existing recording interface, and everything you heard was straight from the pedalboard. My name is Piluso, and go and check out that video. I'll see you right there. Thank you so much.